Get ready to shatter some ancient myths. During the last ice age, the whole planet was blanketed in massive ice sheets. Even Africa's rooftop, Mount Kilimanjaro, and South America's towering Andes were smothered under thick glaciers. But here's the jaw-dropping part: when a meteor slammed into Earth, scientists thought it'd be a death blow for early humans and animals. Instead, archaeologists are unearthing mind-blowing proof that both Homo sapiens and wildlife not only survived, but actually flourished in this frozen world. Let's dive into 10 game-changing discoveries that are rewriting the history books and revealing an ice age like you've never seen before. Fasten your seatbelts for this incredible find. In January 2022, conservationist Tara Beecroft in England literally saved the day by stopping a development project at Sherford Cave in Devon. This heroic act led archaeologists to strike gold, boy, or should we say ice. They unearthed an astonishing pair of prehistoric treasures: a woolly mammoth skull and tusk, and a partial woolly rhino skull and jaw. These ancient wonders transport us back 800,000 years, when these gentle giants roamed the coastal grasslands. Just imagine an elephant-like beast with twisted horns and no trunk. That was our woolly mammoth ancestor. The woolly rhino's lower jaw boasted 7 massive molars, each the size of a fist. Talk about a powerful appetite for grasses and plants. But don't worry, these Ice Age herbivores were harmless to humans who shared their Devon home. But here's the amazing part. Thanks to Tara Beecroft's quick thinking and over 5,000 local voices, this incredible discovery was saved from being crushed by bulldozers. Let's give it up for preserving our history. Now, buckle up for a mind-blowing find in North Dakota. Swedish biologist Melanie During stumbled upon what she calls the worst car crash. But instead of cars, it's a fossilized mess that'll take your breath away. This disaster zone is from 65 million years ago, when a gigantic 6-mile-wide asteroid slammed into our planet near Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. The impact triggered a massive tsunami in Tanis, North Dakota, burying fish and forest creatures under layers of soil as the Earth plunged into an ice age. It's like stepping back in time to witness the aftermath of this catastrophic event. Let's dive deeper into this incredible discovery in North Dakota. This catastrophe, known as the mass extinction event, was so severe that it wiped out a whopping 75% of life on our planet, including all the iconic dinosaurs, pterosaurs, and marine reptiles we've only read about in books. The once flowing river now holds secrets of the past, revealing fossils of fish and trees trapped together. A haunting snapshot of destruction where broken fish remains are literally wrapped around tree branches. X-ray scans even showed fossilized fish gills with tiny glass beads, proof that molten rock from space had rained down on Earth as hot, glassy beads. It's a chilling reminder of the devastating power of such an event and how it could impact human life if something similar were to happen today. Buckle up for this jaw-dropping discovery from the past. In 2022, archaeologists made history by uncovering an extraordinary find in an Italian cave. An 11,000-year-old infant girl's burial that rewrites our understanding of human history. For a long time, it was believed that during the harsh Ice Age, people struggled to survive and couldn't afford to spare resources for grand funerals or mourning rituals. But this little girl's tomb tells a different story, one of love, grief, and symbolism. The infant was laid to rest draped in beautiful, pierced shell beads and pendants, alongside an eagle-owl talon, which is thought to have been a poignant symbol of sorrow. This remarkable discovery gives us a glimpse into the earliest recorded death rituals, showing that humans may have mourned their loved ones, even during the toughest times on Earth, proving that the concept of personhood has been deeply intertwined with our emotional responses to loss since the beginning. Get ready for a style revolution from the Ice Age. You might think that fashion and personal expression are modern quirks, but it turns out our ancient ancestors were just as into making statements with their looks. In western Morocco, University of Arizona anthropologists stumbled upon an incredible find in 2022, a treasure trove of beads hidden inside a cave. These aren't just any old trinkets. They're proof that way back during the Ice Age, people used adornments to express their identity and show off who they were. It's clear that even then, humans were all about making a fashion statement and standing out from the crowd. Buckle up, because we've just traveled back in time around 142,000 years. That's right, during the Ice Age. This prehistoric find is making waves as one of the most significant discoveries of this decade. What's got everyone talking? The earliest ever evidence of humans using tribal badges to express their identity. But here's the best part. These shell beads didn't just say, "Hey, I'm from this tribe." They actually saved our ancestors from having super long conversations. It seems our ancient friends found a clever way to communicate who they were and where they came from by wearing tiny, half-inch long snail shells on strings around their clothes. Talk about a fashion statement that spoke volumes. Let's dive deeper into this groundbreaking find. Dr. Steve Kuhn, the lead anthropologist behind this discovery, calls these ancient shell beads a fossilized form of communication. That's because they mark the earliest known instance of our ancestors using identity symbols to express their tribe and community. And here's a fun fact: this find even beats the previous record holder for oldest tribal beads in North Africa, which dated back 130,000 years. Meanwhile, did you know that there's proof humans actually set foot in America way before Christopher Columbus? In New Mexico, scientists uncovered the oldest known human footprints in the Americas, estimated to be around 16,000 years old. That's a whole lot of history we can't ignore. Get ready for a major shift in history. For nearly a century, archaeologists believed that the clover tip people, so named due to their distinctive stone arrowheads resembling clover tips, were among the first human settlers in America. Identified as far back as 1929 by Ridgely Whiteman, these ancient tools had been found across the Americas, painting a picture of early humans making their mark on the continent. But hold up. New evidence is turning this theory upside down. In White Sands National Park, researchers made an astonishing find: footprints left behind by teens and younger kids around 23,000 years ago. What's even more mind-blowing? These ancient kiddos were hanging out with Ice Age creatures like woolly mammoths, giant ground sloths, and dire wolves. This changes everything we thought we knew about how humans interacted with their environment during the last Ice Age. It seems they weren't as threatened by these beasts as previously believed. And get this discovery means that humans were thriving in America a whopping 9,000 years before the clover tip people even arrived on the scene. Talk about rewriting history. Let's dive into something truly unique. You might think that Ice Age life was all about survival, but buckle up because we're about to uncover evidence of some seriously playful kids. In 2021, a team of explorers stumbled upon an incredible find in Kaesang, Tibet. 5 handprints and 5 footprints left behind by children who'd been messing around in the mud near a hot spring. This limestone wonder is situated on the Tibetan Plateau, 4,000 feet above sea level, and even gets its water from a nearby slightly radioactive stream. But what's really wild about this discovery? It's dated back thousands of years, which means these Ice Age kids might have been among the first to put their mark on history, or even create art. Could it be that our ancient ancestors were more creative than we ever imagined? The possibilities are endless, and one thing is for sure: this find has us rethinking what life was like during the last Ice Age. You won't believe who might have been behind the world's oldest artwork. Get this, archaeologists recently uncovered handprints and footprints in Tibet that date back an astonishing 126,000 years, left by kids aged 7 to 12 playing in the mud near a hot spring. And here's where it gets really cool: these prehistoric prints appear to be arranged as if they were playing a game of Twister, deliberately placed in decorative positions. This find could shake up our understanding of human history, as it might just prove that children within our genus Homo were actually the first artists. Talk about making marks on the world from day one. You're about to blast off into some mind-blowing science. Imagine the Earth's magnetic shield, which protects us from harmful space particles, slowly weakening over time, kind of like a superhero losing its powers. Well, researchers just found evidence that this is actually happening, and it all started with a massive asteroid impact during the Ice Age. By studying 129 prehistoric relics from Jordan's Wadi Fannin cave, scientists confirmed that our magnetic field was indeed weaker in the past. And here's the kicker: their measurements suggest Earth's magnetic shield might be on its way out, leaving us vulnerable to cosmic radiation in the not-so-distant future. Get ready for a jaw-dropping adventure. In the heart of the Amazon jungle, archaeologists stumbled upon an incredible 8-mile-long rock art highway, an ancient stone canvas featuring thousands of mind-blowing images. As you make your way up a hill, This scenic route leads to 3 mysterious rock shelters. The vibrant artwork includes patterns, symbols, and stunning geometric designs alongside pictures of prehistoric giants, mastodons, giant sloths, and other long-lost creatures. But what's truly amazing is that these 120, 6,000-year-old masterpieces were painted using ochre, a naturally occurring iron-rich clay that resists fading or washing away, giving us a rare glimpse into the lives of our ancient ancestors. Buckle up for a trip to Russia's frozen past. Imagine stumbling upon an ancient, eerie structure built from an astonishing 60 mammoth skulls. And we're not talking about just any skulls. These ones are 25,000 years old. In Kostensky on the Don River, archaeologists unearthed this colossal, circular bone dwelling, making it the oldest known bone house ever discovered. And get this, it's a whopping 3,000 years older than previously thought bone dwellings. This incredible find is proof that our Ice Age ancestors were not only skilled hunters, but also had a unique flair for construction and artistry. You won't believe the jaw-dropping discovery archaeologists made in Russia's Site 11 back in 2020. They stumbled upon an enormous, 82-foot-wide dwelling built from a staggering 51 lower mammoth jaws and 64 skulls. That's like a giant puzzle of bones. This massive structure, dubbed Dwelling 3, was filled with tiny stone tools and flint chips, which might have been used for butchering animals or working on hides. But here's the mystery part: what was this bone house actually used for? Was it a marketplace where early humans traded goods, a slaughterhouse where they butchered their prey, or even a sacred ritual site? The nearby 200 ivory figurines only add to the enigma of this ancient temple made from crumbling mammoth bones. Get ready for a wild discovery. Deep in the Canadian Yukon, scientists made an incredible find: a perfectly preserved Ice Age wolf pup, locked away in permafrost for an astonishing 57,000 years. This little pup, named Zira, was frozen to death after being swept out to sea by the Arctic Ocean's icy tides. The salt water and then the permafrost did their magic, turning her into an intact, heart-wrenching mummy. But here's the amazing part: Zira is the most complete wolf mummy ever discovered. A real lifetime capsule of the Ice Age, just waiting to give us a glimpse into the lives of our ancient ancestors and the prehistoric world they lived in. You won't believe this. Scientists have uncovered an almost completely intact Ice Age wolf pup, Zira, after being frozen for a whopping 57,000 years in the Canadian Yukon's permafrost. Professor Julie Meakin shares that only Zira's eyes are missing from this incredible find. Talk about preservation. What makes this discovery even more fascinating is what researchers have learned about Zira's life. It turns out she was a fish lover, and her DNA analysis revealed a major piece of our planet's history. North America and Siberia were once connected by the Bering Land Bridge, with Zira being part of an ancient Russian wolf lineage. And now, thanks to climate change and urbanization, we're seeing the Earth reveal its secrets from 24,000 years ago like never before. The discoveries emerging from the melting ice are rewriting history books left and right, and that's a total game changer. These finds are giving us an unprecedented glimpse into life as it was 57,000 years ago, challenging what we thought we knew about our ancestors and their incredible adaptability.